The theories of learning concept is another OB concept, which is very important concept also. uh, we should learn the things how and what ways we have to learn the things effectively, so that uh, the theories are help to know something about learning, how to learn the subject. So before that, the learning can be used to be understand clearly with the help of some theories that will explain our behavior. For the understanding of subject, learning of the subject is very important by using of these theories. Okay, in that first one, classical conditioning theory. The classical conditioning theory is one of the simplest form of learning, and it has powerful effect of our attitudes, likes and dislikes, and emotional response. We have all learned to respond in specific ways to a variety of words and symbols of our lives, are profoundly influenced through Ivan Pavlov theory. That means we have find what are the likes and dislikes of the person. According to his likes and dislikes, we should going to learn which is required to our life development, which is required to our career development. So that in this classical conditioning theory, we have given a proper example to the example for the students. Ivan Pavlov theory is a best example. So there it is, dog and meat. This theory is concerned dog and meat. The dog and meat is involved into this example. First, we should give the meat to the dog without conditions. Without condition, that means a unconditional stimulus. At the time, the dog is not respond. At the time, the dog is not respond towards the meat because we are not giving any instruction to the dog. And next time, when we going to provide a meat to the dog, we will ring the bell. We will ring the bell that called conditional stimulus. After that, in next time, we will give the meat to the dog, and we didn't ring the bell. That means we didn't give a bell to the dog. The dog is going to respond towards the meat at a particular time. That means a classical conditioning theory. This is like giving some instructions, conditioning instructions to the dog. So classically, the dog is learned. This is time I have to go for meat, and at the time, particular time, the dog is going to salivate towards the meat. Okay, this is called classical conditioning theory. And next, operant conditional theory. The operant conditioning theory is also very important theory for learn subject. Operant conditioning theory is also known as instrumental conditioning. This theory is learning process in which behavior is sensitive or controlled by its outcomes. Let us take an example of a child. The child may learn to open box to get the candy inside. Simply, in a childish days, the person is going to identify some operands, like we will give this chocolate box and we will open it, and we will give the box totally to the child. The child is going to get the candy or chocolate into that box. This is required to the child because they are very small people, very children. They should find I want chocolate. And in sometimes we should learn to avoid the touching of hot stuff. We will give some instruction to the child which is learn, which is not learn, which is going to be learn and which is not going to be learn. We should give operant conditioning theory. This we should operate like this. This is you want to learn, and something you don't want to learn, like we will explain. This is called operant condition theory. And next one, social learning theory. Learning is not exactly behavior, instead it is cognitive, process that takes place in the society context. The learning can occur by observing. You should know that social learning is a very frequent learning, because as you know, the human being is always find something what is something by observation in the society. We should know learn a lot of things by society. Automatically we should learn and observe. This is required to learn, this is not required to learn. That means a social learning. Social learning is a very important to the every person. When we have to when we have to know, the mind is going to think which is best and which is not best. Towards it we should learn in socially. That will, the environment is going to support us to learn which is the best one, which is not best one. That is called social learning theory. And next one, cognitive learning theory. This is also very important learning theory, which means it is depends on the person's ideas and thoughts and knowledge and interpretation and understanding about himself and environment. This means in some time when we grow up, at the time we have faced a lot of problems, where we done a failure, where we get a success. Depends on the success and failures, we should mold our mind, where we going to improve ourselves, in which area we have to develop, in which area we have to mold our mindset, and which is important to learn. Like we just identify our mind and we should find out our problems and which is the best situation to learn. That is called cognitive learning theory, which means psychology, of the person. And we should know the psychology. This is the psychology I have. So I have to be rectify some problems. I have to be improve my mindset. Like we will discuss in our mind, and we should learn myself effectively to develop our career. Thank you very much.